Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the 2022 Commencement Ceremonies of William Woods University. My name is Amy Sapp, and I'm the University Provost. I have just a few announcements before we begin our ceremony. In the very unlikely event of an emergency requiring evacuation, we will interrupt the ceremony with information and instructions, so please take quick note of the closest exit. Those seated in the back half of the auditorium can exit through the entrance doors that you use to come in, and then we have doors on the sides up here for those seated in the front. And if something happens, we will have people stationed at those doors to assist you. At this time, we ask that you please double check your electronic devices and ensure that they are on silent so we can minimize disruptions to our ceremony. I would like to very briefly introduce the platform party. Beginning at your far left, we have Dr. Tom Frankman, Faculty Marshal, Dr. Jeremy Moreland, President of William Woods University, Dr. Ted Blashak, Chief Student Experience Officer, Reverend Travis Tamarius, University Chaplain, and Dr. Eric Hilskemper, Assistant Faculty Marshal. And now to begin our ceremony, please stand if you are able, and gentlemen, please remove your hats and tams for the playing of the National Anthem, followed by the invocation by University Chaplain Travis Tamarius.
Let us pray. Gracious God, we gather today for pomp and circumstance with smiles and applause to honor these distinguished students who have reached an important milestone in their lives. They've come to the Woods from near and from far with their unique stories and backgrounds and their individual dreams and aspirations. But they leave here today as a community and forever part of the Woods family. These graduates have succeeded at countless tests inside the classroom, but perhaps even more impressive, they passed some of their greatest tests outside the classroom, showing resilience when grit was needed and an ability to rise to the moment when the moment was asking so much of them. Knowing the weight of these past few years, thank you for what they accomplished through it all, and for those who were there to help them carry the weight, whether those helpers were family members or faculty members, staff members or friends of both the two-legged and the four-legged kind. And now, for the road that lies ahead, certain to be filled with more challenges and opportunities, we simply say, help. Help our graduates stand strong when the way is hard and use their skill and their training for the benefit of others, and find sufficient reason to smile upon the future. Grant them joy in the journey, faith to see what is unseen, hope to persevere, and especially love to light the way. For now abide faith, hope, and love, but the greatest of these is love. For this we pray, amen.
So a special welcome to all of you. Faculty, staff, family, friends, but most importantly, our graduates. What a great day for you all. I'm sure you're filled with all kinds of emotions. I hope you're all very proud of everything that you've accomplished. I know we're proud of you. You're probably a little worried about what's to come and maybe a little sad about leaving your college days behind. Commencement is a time for all of those emotions and many more. But remember, commencement's not an ending, it's a beginning. It's time for you to commence forth, new degree in hand, to the next chapter. And it's going to be a great one. I know you're prepared, and we're excited to see everything that you will do next. So please now join me in welcoming Dr. Jeremy Moreland, University President, to the podium.
All right, good morning. One more time, let me try that again. Good morning. Hey, all right, great. Good morning, William Woods. Good morning, Owls. I like that a lot. It's my absolute privilege for my first time, but certainly not ours, to be part of this 152nd commencement of William Woods University. How remarkable is that, to be part of that sort of history? When I first came to the Woods, I had a vision and an idea of what life might be like at the Woods for me in support of you. There's nothing quite like university life, and you certainly know that now. It affords the opportunity to experience the past, the present, and the future simultaneously. Honoring traditions from the past, like the Ivy ceremony that we had last night, we participate in the lives of our students today while preparing them for tomorrow. That is the life of a university. And I assure you, a university absolutely does have a life all of its own. I can most certainly tell you that the reality of being part of William Woods has been even better than the exciting vision that I had when I first came here just a little over 6 months ago. I'm a new-timer compared to you all. But it's a vision that brings us here today that I share with you. You had the vision of a university education, and today we're here to celebrate that vision, the vision that you turned into a reality. So, quickly here, joining me up here on the platform today, we have an amazing faculty, the faculty that helped you achieve your university education. So, graduates, how about joining me in celebrating your faculty? How about a round of applause? All right. Not on the stage, but in the audience, supporting you as they always have, are some remarkable people as well. Your family and your loved ones who have been with you along the way, supporting your vision, supporting your actions, supporting your dreams. How about a round of applause in support of them? We're delighted to have all of you here today, loved ones. Thanks so much for being part of this critical celebration in support of our class of 2022. So just moments from now, you'll be the university graduates that you've dreamt of being for some time. So take a moment to think about that fact. You're going to be joining only about a third of Americans who have earned a bachelor's degree. You have beaten, most certainly, you've beaten the odds. That's a remarkable thing. You've achieved something extraordinary, and you're a member, indeed, of the vanguard, those who will be leading the way into the future. And I'll talk a little more about leadership later. But your quest for the future is one that you generated on your own. You made a decision to make this happen. Indeed, you've made the best possible investment that you can make in your own future. And that's been demonstrated, yes, both qualitatively and quantitatively for those of you interested in research methods. We can talk more about that later at the party. How about that? But indeed, you made a great choice in coming to a place that's a private university that's able to be reflexive to your desires, your needs, and be able to personalize your education. At William Woods, we're firmly committed to helping students realize their dreams through a high-quality, professions-oriented private university education, providing a transformative experience, the one that you came here desiring. And a little bit about that transformative experience. It's a pretty rare thing, even among that third of Americans who do go university. So yeah, I'm going to talk a little bit more about research. It's what I do. So in 2014, there was a remarkable piece of research that came out in partnership between Purdue University and the Gallup organization, the people who are really, really good at doing polls and devising really effective surveys to get at true information. In the research that they did of university graduates in the United States, they found that 3%, so my fellow psychology students, that's less than alpha most of the time, less than chance, only 3% of university-educated citizens truly had a transformative experience at university. But let's talk a little bit about what your experience has been here, and I would argue that you have had those experiences here at William Woods University. And in our pursuit of making sure that you're capable of having not only great jobs, but great lives as well, which is what that's really about. There's a quote you may have noticed on your way into advising in the William Stone Woods Academic Building. It's a quote by American author Tara Westover, who you may have read before. And she's quoted as saying, "An education is not so much about making a living, it's about making a person." I think that's worthy of reflecting on. You all will have jobs in your careers that haven't quite been invented yet. That's a remarkable thing. And think about the challenge for your faculty in helping prepare you for that. How do they do that? It's pretty magical, right? They make sure that you have the kind of experiences that you need to get ready, and to make sure that you have the kind of skills that you need to be able to engage those futuristic jobs. By the way, Tara Westover is a pretty remarkable American author. She came up in a family that didn't believe in education, so she wasn't able to go through K through 12 education in any formal sense, but went on to earn a PhD and has really become a major contributor to American literature and storytelling. And her intent in her quote really touches on, I believe, our mission and our vision here at William Woods University. We're dedicated to growing people who have, yes, great jobs and great lives. We do that by offering key experiences, really 6 big experiences that have been identified by this research as key to being, as key to establishing you among that very few, that 3%, who have that degree of satisfaction following well after your graduation. And you've had the opportunity to get those here at the Woods. First, you've had classes with professors who got you excited to learn and make university education transformative, to get you ready for that. Can you think back to a class where you first got excited about a subject that you didn't know you would? I can. For me, it was statistics. Okay? Anybody get excited about statistics along the way? I know you did. I know you did. What's key to your experience here has been you've worked together with your faculty to cultivate long-term relationships with your professors and your university staff, including your coaches, who have made sure that as an individual, they're building your individualized success. At William Woods, by the way, these people, these helpers, as Fred Rogers would say, are not hard to find. I'm certain you recognize a few today, whether they're in the audience or behind me right up here on stage. It also notable is a quality university experience involves finding a mentor who will push you to reach your goals. So not just a nice supportive person, but someone who's going to push you to get better every day. Can you think of one of those people in your experience here? I know you can. I've met them, and they push me to be better every day as well, too, by the way. They may not always be the people that you received the grade from that you wanted, but they gave you the advice, and they pushed you. They gave you the incentive that you needed to get a little bit harder, to work a little harder, and get a little bit better every single day. The key university experiences also include working on long-term projects that extend beyond a learning assignment or sometimes even beyond a semester. And I know I saw the university celebrate your successes with those. I was just beaming with excitement at the senior presentations that I saw on this stage about your research and your scholarship, and also over in our auditorium when you presented your posters and videos about the exciting research that you had done. Thanks for sharing that. Thanks for your extensive work. And it was so exciting to see. And, you know, watching this work, it was so exciting to see how ready you were as early scholars and your readiness to enter your industries or in some cases continue on into graduate school. And I met those of you who have each of those paths, which is very exciting. So undeniably, I was able to witness early in my tenure here your remarkable success in that key activity. At the Woods, we also offer opportunities for students to engage in hands-on learning. That's a big deal in terms of this transformative experience. It's key to how we talk about ourselves as being professions-oriented. Finding a job or completing an internship related to what you're learning and what you hope to pursue in your career really enhances your university experience, and these opportunities permeate our curriculum throughout. By the way, I also know that your future employers want this as well. Every time I talk to them, this is the kind of learning they want you to have while you're here. Finally, truly engaging in extracurricular activities and groups outside of the classroom, sometimes transcending classrooms, is an important part of your education. Athletics and Greek life, clubs and organizations are vital to student satisfaction, generally speaking, and I'd argue to yours as well based on what you've told me. And with 19 sports and 40 campus organizations, and the chance to grow more, by the way, some of you have done that, you had an abundance of opportunities to participate in extracurricular endeavors here at the Woods, building relationships with one another as well as your advisors, right? So together, these are really the big 6 experiences that this research has identified as key to you being among those 3% that really had a transformative experience. And by the way, you might know it yet, you might not know it yet. This might be a realization that emerges over the years to come. Also, I think notable here at William Woods, you develop what sometimes some people call the soft skills, and I think that's really a misnomer. Arguably, these are the essential skills that your future employers tell me that they want you to have as you join the workforce. These are skills related to emotional intelligence, being able to read the room, read people, and adapt communications accordingly. Anyone know someone who can't do that? Your employers do not want to hire that person. These are skills that enable you to synthesize information, formulate insights, and convey concepts through writing and speaking. Again, I saw you do it a week ago. It's so exciting. These are truly sought by employers and graduate schools alike, and these are skills that will serve you well beyond that first professional job. You've grown socially, navigating collegial relationships, learning how to work in teams, how to collaborate and negotiate. You've grown relationally, forming lasting friendships that accompany you through major life events. Hang on to these friendships. They'll see you through turbulent and triumphant times in life. You'll cry together, you'll celebrate together, and these are your true friends. You possess problem-solving skills. You became highly adaptable during COVID, all right? We haven't seen anything like that in about a century, so well done. Despite necessary precautions, including changing learning modalities, you stayed the course and maintained the determination to complete your degree. A famed academic by the name of Babe Ruth, not an academic, baseball player, once said, "It's hard to beat a person who never gives up." You never gave up. You pursued your degree, and today you get to receive it. As you take the next steps in your life, it's important that you understand the role of leadership in this century. And you've heard me maybe speak about this before if you attended the leadership session a couple of months ago. The challenge of the last century was arguably the space race, building bigger, faster, more explosive things. The challenge of this century, and we're seeing it every day, is truly leadership. During the Cold War, intellectual energy and curiosity were focused almost singularly on the space race. And space became the final frontier as national leaders sought dominance to signify their superiority to the world. Today, leadership is the space race that matters, and it's truly an interdisciplinary venture. That's why it's so exciting to me to see your peer groups crossing disciplines every day that I get to watch you interact. Intelligence and curiosity can take many forms and engage in countless pursuits. Such diversity demands essential skills like those developed here at the Woods. Our courses in critical thinking, ethics, and the like hone the intelligences required for the essential skills of leadership. In addition, I'm going to ask you to continue to commit to learning, commit to being a lifelong learner. Self-initiated education is crucial in growing professionally and personally. Continue to develop knowledge and skills throughout your life. Mark Twain, another American author, said the most important days of your life are the day you were born and the day you find out why. Pretty important words. Commit to learning your purpose in life, if you haven't found it already. Find what you're meant to do, who you're meant to be, and do it with purpose. Honor those who have supported you in your education. So think about the amazing people who are here with you today. Certainly your loved ones who came from far and wide, and your peers sitting next to you as well. Who couldn't be here physically, but's with you in spirit, in mind and in spirit. These are the people who invested in you and your future. Give back to them when you can. Many opportunities are created for you by those who preceded you, including some people who you don't know, other William Woods alumni, and of course your family and friends as well. It's important that you reciprocate with your insight, your support, and your time, and your generosity when you can. When you can. But celebrate a little first, all right? So, you've already achieved great things, and I truly commend you. It's been a pleasure to get to know some of you in my brief time here already, and it's my hope that each of you will continue moving forward, continue pursuing your goals, and that much like my time here at the Woods, your reality is even better than your initial vision. Congratulations, class of 2022. I'd like to invite Provost Sapp to come back to the podium.
Thank you, Dr. Moreland. Okay, graduates, are you ready? Is it time? Yeah, okay, I think so too. All right, I'm going to ask you to stand in place for a moment. So, will the graduating class of 2022 please stand? Dr. Moreland, in accordance with a unanimous directive from the Board of Trustees based on a recommendation from members of the faculty and the administration, and by virtue of the power vested in me as Provost of William Woods University, it is my esteemed pleasure to present to you the 2022 graduating class of William Woods University. You may now be seated. We are now going to proceed with the awarding of diplomas to this year's graduating class. Dr. Hilskemper will call the candidates to the podium. This is a joyous occasion, and there will be much time for celebration. We respectfully ask that you hold applause until all of the graduates have received their diplomas. This is going to ensure that families can all hear the individual names of their graduates and give each individual the honor that they deserve. However, because we know that no degree is achieved alone, we ask that each of you stand as your son, daughter, spouse, parent, grandparent, or other family member proudly receives their diploma.
Associate of Arts, Emily Nicole Erksleben. Bachelor of Arts, Katie Lynn Stryker. Alexandra Grace Keller. Marissa Renee Brawford. Jacob Brian Schreck. Lily Marie Lister. Faith Jo Jean Schrader. Arian Faye Roden. Tess Elizabeth Shaunath. Courtney Lee Grimm. Grace Ann Korhammer. Madison Leanne Crosswhite. Hannah Nicole Nip. Kayla E. Daniels. Jessica Lee Butler. Catherine Carlton Ivy. Marina Rukshika Wijaysurya. Madison Lee Schutz. Nathan Allen Malding. Victoria Ariel Hooker. Molly Rochelle O'Connell. Alexis Faith Epple. Brittany Lynn Reynolds. Angela Walker. Bachelor of Fine Arts, Rosemary Catherine Lenz. Michaela Devon Weber. Bachelor of Science, Amy Margaret Daniel. Bailey Elizabeth Korhammer. Abigail Morgan Bennett. Caitlin Michelle Brumbaugh. Courtney Brooke Lawson. Amanda Rose Robinson. Trisha Lynn Veet. Caitlin Taylor Berg. Kate Lynn George. Brady Andrew David Branscombe. Ashley Nicole Yancey. Abby J. McElhenney. Leslie Ann Rhodes. Aiden Edward Probst. Benjamin Thomas Faherty. Grant Alexander Mock. Corey Michael Hockenberry. Shelby Renee Bell. Jessica Kristen Penn. Monica Castillo Lemming. Shannon D'Angela Bombakis. Billy Marie Page. Conrad Patterson Hansel. Andrew Thomas Fife. Abigail Diane Prather Turner. Alex Stephen Weimer. Logan Michael Bexton. Marcus Alexander Gonzalez. Alex Hardy Owens. Easton Blade Wallace. Jackson K. Weber. Jack A. Niggemeyer. Patrick Nick Shalapov. Jonathan Eric Berge. Jared Xavier Crutcher. Emily Rose Grief. Bailey Elizabeth Petrie. Andrew Jacob Nett. Jacob Kelly Frederick. Noah Michael Wirtz. Sabina Elizabeth L. Schifrin. Sarah Rosalie Adeline Taylor. Ashley Elizabeth Huber. Paige Noel Galetti. Shannon Renee Smithberg. Brianna Claire Morrow. Brianna Marie Eichholz. Haley Elizabeth Brott. Anna E. Clark. Brianna Lynn Aldridge. Brittany Diane Wonderly. Riley Vaughn Maynard. Lyndon Ann Marie Wilson. Christina Aline Jackson. Elizabeth Ruth Beeler. Harley Leanna Nail. Maxwell Evan Storch. Tori Michelle Roseman. Jackson Quinn Connor. Hunter Lee Carpenter. Yari M. Rivera Nunez. Melanie Grace Norby. Anthony Joseph Vitoni. Brittany A. Meats. Emily K. Wolf. Maylee Jaden Holt. Maria Zrodowska. Crystal Ann Bergtorf. Paige Lauren Hawkins. Jakub Zbigniew Demetsky. Emma Renee Sharp. Alexis J. Hassler. Ashlyn J. Towry. Emma Kate Taylor. Celeste Rochelle Sermeno. Devin Taylor Burton. Eric Matthew Sake. Alicia Marie Engelbrecht. Shaylee Renee Eichholz. Ania Nicole Talton. Anania. Kimbry Anna Shu Putnam. Ashley Rebecca Marie Jeppesen. Victoria Yvonne Pappy. Alexandra Danielle Geck. Casey A. Hazel. Mackenzie May Gorley. Megan L. Engelbrecht. Emery Audra Kitchell. Heather Estelle Klopp. Kristen Wren Eckhoff. Quentin York Webert. Kiana Rogers. Shelby Lynn Kaczynski. Abigail Christine Barr. Leanne Allen. Elizabeth Noel Eaton. Logan A. Smith. Sergeant Brian Gene Winkleman, U.S. Army. Elizabeth Nicole Tamborski. Lauren Elizabeth Lanham. Brittany Nicole Bowden. Hannah Rose Keel. Macy Nicole Newell. Sierra Hope Starwalt. J. Timothy Rowett. Catherine A. Huff. Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Suzanne Elaine Wills. Bachelor of Social Work, Courtney Elizabeth Van Holzen. Emily Marie Rodman. Emily Claire Matthews. Kaylee Louise Wall. Allison Corin Jackhuman. Casey Porter. Naomi Naoma Lafu Edwards. Lissa Hill. Bailey Nicole Eccles.
Okay, a final huge congratulations from us. How about you all join me in congratulating the graduates as a group?
All right. Here's my favorite part. Graduates, would you please stand if you can? By the authority vested in me as president of William Woods University and by the state of Missouri, I take great pleasure in conferring upon each of you the degree to which you are entitled with all rights, honors, and privileges appertaining. Congratulations. If you haven't moved that tassel from right to left, now's a good time to do that. All right. My warmest of congratulations to you all and the parents, families, spouses, and friends, best friends, twin sisters who supported you in accomplishing this most worthy of achievements. As Dr. Sapp said earlier, it is time. As official graduates of William Woods University, please join me in officially shifting your tassels if you haven't already. Everyone, please join me in congratulating the class of 2022.
All right. That concludes our 2022 commencement ceremonies. Guests will ask that you please remain seated until the platform party, faculty, and graduates exit the auditorium. And we have food. We have a wonderful lunch provided in the gymnasium, so if you all are around and would love to join us for a meal, we'll be over there as well. Thank you so much.
Yeah. I think we need to have it. If there's not been that many over there, what could they have done? That was an open statement, wasn't it? Oh, I'm in front of the mic.
And in case anybody asks, it is a good 10-minute spot. The video is like 10 minutes long.
I'm here to tell you, I'm not going to jinx anything. I'm not going to say a word.
Okay. We just like seeing your face. 'Cause we don't see. And when I go like this and
Well, I finally figured out. Oh, she wants me to tell him to shut up. Because she was doing like that.
Talking to Travis. I was telling Travis something.
But then all of a sudden you went, oh, and he ran up to it, so I knew you had it.
it was all good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I saw him walk in, and I had to tell Travis something real quick. And in that moment,
We're still going to have it like that.
Okay. Yeah, Dr. Sapp is aware. I don't know if they opened these or not, so I'm removing them.